because in Venezuela, their crime is down 72% because they've taken their criminals, their gang members, their drug dealers, and they've brought them into the United States of America, and they're also releasing almost all of their prisoners. Soon the almost will be gone. Their prisons will be empty. Their mental institutions and insane asylums will be empty. They're dumping them in our country, and I never had proof. And those fake news reporters back there, they say, Trump, what would he know about that? What would he know? You know why? It's common. So these numbers just came out. Nobody's ever seen these numbers for years. Nobody's ever seen them. And probably some patriot in ICE or somebody just did something. They just said the country's going bad. You can't have a country like that. Think of it. I say, I told you so to the fake news. And then she's promising a brand new wealth confiscation tax called unrealized capital gain. That means that if your company's doing great and your company's gotten really valuable, but you might be a little tight on cash and you have no intention of selling your company, you do an appraisal of what your company is worth and you have to pay a tax on it. So now you go to a bank and you borrow the money, and your company goes out of business, and that's the end of your company. Can you imagine that? Unrealized. In other words, you don't sell. Your company got more valuable, and you're putting more and more money into your company, and that's okay. There are a lot of people who have great wealth, and they don't have cash. Those people are wiped out, and it'll cause a depression like in 1929. Other than that, I think it's quite a good idea. What she did on the border with these millions of murderers and criminals coming into our country, what she did on the border is the worst thing I think I've ever heard. I've never heard of anything like it. We don't want to have, in the Olympics, I don't know if you saw that, in the Olympics, I didn't even realize that they have women now, boxers, right? They're boxing for women. And a young, beautiful woman from Italy was boxing a person that transitioned. I've got the language perfect, because if I say it a little bit incorrectly, it could mean the end of my campaign. We have to be extremely careful. Like if you dare to say, gee, that's a beautiful woman, you say it very nicely. That's the end of your campaign. You're out of politics. Two people transition from male to woman. Each one won the gold medal. But this young Italian girl, she's in there. She's going to show her mom how good she is. She's going to say, I don't care if he transitioned, Mom. I'm so tough. I can take her. I can take her. And she gets up and she puts up her fist. And he goes, for those that don't know too much about boxing, but I love it. I love UFC. I love Dana White. Has Dana White done a great job? Dana White, what a job. But she puts up her, and a left is sort of to keep them away. She gets hit with a left, just a little dumb. Whoa. She looks around. Holy much, I just got hit by a horse. Goes back to her corner, said, I've never seen this before. I've watched a lot of this stuff. And goes back to her corner, and they say, go out there, you can do it, go out there. Okay, I'll go out. It's like, what does Mike Tyson say? Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Everybody has the game plan until they get punched in the face.
That's right. This is what happened to this young, beautiful lady. Beautiful lady. So she goes out and she gets ready to go again. Boom, he hits her again. And she quits. She said, I can't get it. I've never been hit that hard. This was just like a little defensive punch. And swimming, the same thing. The young lady, you saw this. She looks left and she sees all these beautiful athletes that she's swum against for 15 years. Beautiful, beautiful swimmers. She looks to the right, she sees the same thing, but next to her is a giant. A giant. He's got the reach of Wilt Chamberlain. Does anybody know? Wilt the Stilt, said to have the longest reach in history. He could dunk a ball without even leaving he'd dunk a ball like this. He wouldn't even jump. But she looks at this guy's giant, and she never saw this. And they say, on your mark, get set, go, and she jumps, he jumps, everybody jumps. And as you know, she was badly injured. You know what happened to her, right? I told the story before. Windburn. He went by her so fast that she was horribly hurt. The windburn was horrible. No men playing women's sports. Very, very degrading to women. These stupid people that are with me sometimes, they say, come on back. 30 people, they get up and they go back, and they're all lined up in the back waiting for me to take a picture because I couldn't do it before. Because they didn't want to keep you waiting because you're much more important than the wealthy people back there.